in getting suspensions. And like I said, I was torn between the Oleans and the Legends. So which one did I choose? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is windy as all get out here today. But in my video where I reviewed the O-Side dry pack, I told y'all guys I had something coming that I was excited about. Well, it's here, and today's the install. In my video, if you happen to see it, where I took the ride to Southern Thunder, I was talking about wanting to get some different shocks for the back of my bike, going with a aftermarket suspension, and this will be the first time that I've ever replaced any stock suspension on any bike I've ever owned. I've had Yamahas, Hondas. This is my first Harley. I've had it for almost 2 years, but first time I've ever replaced any shocks on anything. But I was kind of torn between the Legend suspensions and the Olins or Oleans, however you say it. I'll refer to it as Oleans, I guess, because that's what I hear everybody call it online, and maybe that's the way that you say it. But in that video where I went to Southern Thunder, I was asking for everybody's feedback, you know, if they had changed out shocks, and just wanted to give a shout out to Craig Stewart 40. He commented on the video and told me what he had used and had good luck with it. And so in getting suspensions, like I said, I was torn between the Oleans and the Legends. So which one did I choose? Went with the Legend suspensions. I got the Revo A's for my bike, and we're going to be doing that install today. Got a buddy of mine coming over, is going to give me a hand with some stuff, and we'll get that video started. But just want to say, part of the reason that I went with Legends is, for one, the comment from Craig Stewart 40. He said he had put Legend on his about a year ago and been very pleased with them. I appreciate you commenting and giving me that feedback. I also watched a video from, I believe, if I remember the channel right, it was New Roads and Old Friends, and he had Oleans on his bike. They lasted about 3 years and then shot on him. He was going through the ordeal trying to get them back to Oleans to get them rebuilt, whatever. He hopefully this road noise is not too much, but in that course of time he went ahead and ordered some from Legends and put on the bike. And by the end of the video, he said that if he was going to have to come out of pocket and buy shocks again for the bike, either the Oleans or Legends, he would buy Legends. And plus, the Oleans has like a 5-year limited warranty. The Legends has a lifetime limited warranty. So that's why I went with the Legends. We're going to get rocking here in a little bit, get these things put on, and see how they do. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead. We're going to look inside the box now. And, of course, when this came in, I did already cut the tape on it. Look in there, but I will show you guys how this thing was packaged. Up the box, And of course, yay, we got Legend stickers. Always need stickers. Of course, they did have laying on top there was the receipt for the purchase of the shocks, and you got a Revo A and Revo. It's like a installation manual, which basically tells you how to, you know, put them on, adjust them, whatnot, how to measure. So that looks like it's shortened to the point, which is great. They got this wrapped foam in here, which is really good. And remove that. And they got another one on the bottom. Looks like the shocks are padded really good inside the box, so that will be protected really good during shipping from banging around and whatnot. Got the bag with your washers and spacers in them, and then your shocks. So everything looks really good. As you guys can see, they're packaged down in there really good, man. These packing something like this, you could man, you could ship eggs like that. Really good packaging. So we're going to get started on the install here shortly. Stick around. Got my buddy X here. Alright guys, we got the bolts broke loose on the shocks before we lifted it up. One thing I'll say, the airline on these, I've seen a couple videos, somebody took their shocks off before loosening this up. They said they should have done this first, so that's what I did. One thing I hadn't seen anybody touch on, I took the nut out right here to take the air valve out. You got a really small slot right here. The lines will pull out, but of course that whole bracket right there won't come out of that slot. So if you'll take a flathead screwdriver, you can just pop this. You see that moving right there? You can pop that out, and it'll allow enough room to get these out of the bottom slot. I did have to take a flathead and kind of prise it just a little bit, but they're not damaged or anything. So you'll have to do that to get that valve out from the bottom right there. So I would do that before completely breaking the shocks loose and taking them off. Bam. Easy. Oh. Now we got the stock shocks pulled off. Threaded these in, make sure it's gonna fit good. So we're fixing to put the blue Loctite on. Oh baby, not so much. This stuff's expensive as crap. Put the lid back on that. You're not supposed to use the OEM big washers on these. Legend did supply a small washer and a spacer. Put the well, that just lined up. There we go. Put the small washer on the outside. The spacer goes to the inside with the rebound adjustment facing the back of the bike. Tighten it up just a little bit. Over here. Can't use the OEM washers. They're too big. Throw them to the side. Let's see. Got the small washer that Legend supplies. Put it on. Big spacer goes to the inside closest to the bike. Took the OEM, took the stock shocks off, and my buddy turned the shock up right here. Stuff leaking out of that. Yeah, that ain't water. No, that's oil. So I don't know if you guys swapped shocks out before. Take your stock one off. Did you have oil coming out of it? I mean, that may be common. I don't know, but that may be possibly why mine wasn't holding the pressure that it was supposed to hold. I've seen a lot of videos where guys replaced the back shocks and had to constantly jack up or lower the bike to get the bolts to line up. These lined up perfect, man. So just gonna back these out a little bit, put some Loctite on there, and get them tightened up. Yeah, that's oil. So that may be something common, but a little bit of this blue gold on there. Shit's high. You guys may use this stuff a lot, but I don't. I went to buy some yesterday. A little tube right there was $9 and some change.
Don't put the red Loctite on there.
Yeah, don't put the red on. You won't be able to break these loose with a tool. Tighten these up evenly here. Alright, 50 foot-pounds of torque on these. Never used one of these before, so just gonna click. That's it. Got both of them on. Got them set to 50 pounds. So we're just gonna adjust the sag now. See how they do.
Go ahead and calibrate.
Alright guys, we're gonna drop her down. Kickstands down. That's a sketchy feeling right there. You hanging on to it on the opposite side and she's going the other way. Mm-hmm. 13. Good deal. Yep. Alright guys, we're going to get the seat put back on. I'll get set on it and we'll get the sag adjusted. Maybe take a test ride. Alright guys, I got all that cat wants to do is eat. He ain't hungry, he just wants to eat. Set on the bike, it doesn't like the shocks move much. This is a 13-inch shock on my bike. So when you set on it, the sag is supposed to be 1 inch. So when you put the shock on, it measures 13 inches from center bolt to center bolt. You see the legends on the outside right here. I backed that off going clockwise to reduce the spring load. One revolution all the way around till the Legends was back on the outside. Did that on both sides, and it is setting exactly now when I sit on the bike at 12 inches from center bolt to center bolt. So that's what she's supposed to be. So we're going to get the saddlebags put back on and check them out.
This is the first ride out on the road with the Legend suspension on the back. Just got them installed, and we get down the road here a piece and give you at least an initial impression on this. Of course, this is not a review because this is just put these on. See how different the bike runs, how it rides. I mean, put these shocks on, they were set from the factory at a rebound level of 3, which they say is a happy medium. Pretty much, so that's the way they send them from the factory. And I just left those at a 3 to see how they do. I may, just for the sake of doing it, I may bring them back to a rebound setting of 2. On the way back, just to see how that does. But I can tell that it is a better ride than stock. Of course, the road right here, this is pretty, they repaved this a while back. This is a pretty smooth road. Especially on this, I mean, it rides really well. As far as on the highway back there, I'll be honest with you, I was expecting a little more plush ride than what I felt on that. So as I said, we're going to come up here, coming up to the city park, we're going to ride around, we'll come back, I'm going to readjust it there and set it down to a 2 and kind of see how that feels on the way back. And I can tell that it rides different. It is a little bit different than what I'm used to. As far as the way it handles a little bit. I said I'm following my buddy X here. He's trying to take me down some more roads that are, you know, not quite as smooth as what we were on. But I gotta say, it definitely rides good, man. Interesting to change this rebound to a 2. See how it does. I've heard a lot of people say they put rear shocks on the bike, and after putting the rear shocks on, as they're going, they can tell a difference, a major difference in the fork shocks. I've not noticed that yet. Alright guys, we stopped back here at that gas station for a second. I went ahead and set the rebound down to a 2 from the factory setting of 3. And let's see how that goes. I'm going to take us ride through the city park here. We got a couple of curves. We'll have some speed bumps. We'll see how that does. I gotta tell you guys, man, changing it from a 3 to a 2, it feels really good. Feels really, really good. Okay, I'll meet you down there. We'll get back out here on the highway. I haven't been out on the highway since I adjusted the rebound from the 3 setting to the 2 setting. Interested to see how that feels. Like I said before, going around this road right here, right now, man, this thing rides like butter. As we get back out on the highway, I'll let you guys know how it does. Riding back down the road here as I run this is a highway that runs to my house, so I travel it a lot. And I can definitely tell that it is a better ride right here. The bumps and stuff in the road are doing a lot better. I'll tell you, the 2 setting on the rebound for me feels a lot better than the 3 that, you know, the way they had it set from the factory. I don't know, I may in the future, I may drop it down to a 1, try that out and see how it does. Just out of curiosity's sake. I'll see how that rides, and then maybe move it back up to a 2. But this 2 setting on the rebound is riding really nice. Like I said, this is on the road to the city park, which maybe about 6-7 miles from my house, and riding back. So, you know, that's not a long distance. This is my initial thoughts on the shocks. And am I glad I got them? Yes, I am. But I I'll have to get down some more miles, get some days with some further rides in, and I'll come back, you know, after getting some miles on these things, and kind of give you guys my thoughts on them, a more, you know, review with some more extensive use on them, because this is not far, you know, 14 miles. You know, just giving my thoughts on them. I'll come back and let you guys know what I think of them after getting some more miles on them.
All right, guys, so that's it for the install on the Legend suspensions and the ride. Afterwards, giving you my first impressions on it. I said, let me know in the comments what you guys went with, if you put aftermarket suspensions on, what type of luck or experience that you've had with them, and come back later, give another actually review on them once I get some more miles on them, let you know how they're doing. So appreciate you watching.